The bees themselves, they are the best pollinators in all of wildlife. The pollination from the bees is up to 80%. So every fruit trees, most of them, they are being pollinated by these very useful insects. My name is Robert Cocker. What I'm doing for a living is working with the bees since 1988. I was selling honey in the agricultural show one year. That's how I met Deborah and Willie. They came along and bought some honey. Later on, they came seeking for me. Last year, actually, that they asked me to help them, in which I straight away since I love bees very much, and it was in my intention, but having no fund to go on with it, I had to be with them on this project, ongoing project. The Ojai, they seek assistance, and they found David. Having David working with me, I learned a lot.
My name's David Cramp, and I'm living in New Zealand near Wellington. I was a commercial beekeeper in Spain for 12 years and a commercial beekeeper in New Zealand for several years. So I've got a fair bit of beekeeping knowledge, and I've also written several books over the years on beekeeping, and I write articles. I keep up to date by writing articles for many magazines around the world, the American Bee Journal, British Bee Journals, and I was meant to be there for a year, initially at any rate. I lasted, I think, 7 weeks. Which I came in January, left in March. We managed during that time, it was only 7 weeks, but we managed to get sort of the first phase of the project pretty much completed, and that was to build up apiaries, that's bee sites, managed bee sites in 4 different areas, one being the grounds of the High Commission. Well, another site is Bush Cafe, another site is Ancient Tonga, and another site is Tolua Rainforest at Tupou College.
At the moment, since it's winter, our weekly routine is feeding them. We feed it with sugar syrup. First time for me to do it. When I was doing mine, I never feed the bees. I thought they have enough food every time. But with the project, it has taught me that there is a time there won't be enough food. Farmers will be benefited directly. Say watermelon growers, squash growers.
Because it can improve yields by 60-70% in some cases, that's huge money for the farmers. And just imagine you've got something then unique from Tonga, because that honey or that wax comes from Tonga, nowhere else, so you can't buy it anywhere else apart from there. And that, I think, will be a good income earner for Tongan people, very good income earner. So it has all sorts of good things about it. I haven't been able to see any downside to the beekeeping project in Tonga, or maybe one, and that's cyclones. That's what you have to, you don't get that sort of thing in many parts of the world. That's quite a difficult task to achieve, but I think we can do that. We can do it, yeah.
So I didn't put them down, and they just leave them on the stands. But we used a rope. I think that was the only option I had. I was so worried until we got there in the afternoon. Then we went into check all the hives. They were still on top of which was very happy. We were so happy to find them still up on their stands.
Now all the bees on their sites have now stabilised and are ready, and we're able to, with the video conferencing, do an inspection of them once a week, make sure they've got enough food, stores, make sure the queens are laying, make sure the surviving colonies are thriving, and they are. Unfortunately, the phase 2 of the operation, which is training local beekeepers, was about to start on the day after I left, which is a great shame, because that's probably the most essential thing for sustainability in the future, so that the Tongans have the ability to just keep it going after outside assistance has gone. So the first lot of training was going to be these site owners, and they were all really keen to start on this, and all really disappointed when it couldn't happen. And I think they are equally aware as me that unless we get a lot of beekeepers trained in Tonga, then it will sort of die out eventually, because we can't just have any sustainability just relying on one good guy out there like Petty. Yeah, we need more.
To my knowledge, we are running out of bees, but lucky we have you donors to help us farm the bees, so that in generations to come there will still be bees here because of this project.